My topic is conversion rate pricing in detail explain, and let's go to the topic and let's go to the start. Conversion rate pricing is a pricing model where the cost of advertising is based on the number of conversions or actions taken by users. This means that the advertiser only pays when a user takes a predetermined action such as making a purchase, filling out a form, or signing up for a newsletter. This type of pricing model is often used in digital marketing where there is a direct measurable outcome of the advertising campaign. The conversion rate pricing model allows advertisers to only pay for successful outcomes rather than paying for ad impressions or clicks that may not lead to any actual conversions. It can be a more cost-effective way of advertising as the advertiser only pays when they see results. Conversion rate pricing refers to a pricing model that is based on the performance of a marketing campaign or sales funnel in terms of its ability to convert leads or visitors into paying customers. Instead of charging a fixed fee or a predetermined price, the pricing is directly tied to the actual results achieved. In conversion rate pricing, the cost or price is often calculated as a percentage of the revenue generated or the number of conversions achieved. This model incentivizes the service provider or marketer to optimize their strategies and tactics to maximize the conversion rate and ultimately increase the return on investment for their clients. Here's an example to illustrate how conversion rate pricing might work. Let's say you hire a marketing agency to run a digital advertising campaign for your e-commerce store. Instead of paying a fixed monthly fee, you agree on a conversion rate pricing model where the agency will receive a percentage of the sales generated by the campaign. Conversion rate pricing can be beneficial for both parties involved. The client has the advantage of paying based on actual results, which ensures a direct link between the marketing efforts and the return on investment. On the other hand, the service provider has the opportunity to earn more if they deliver exceptional results, providing an incentive to optimize their strategies and drive higher conversion rates. It's important to note that conversion rate pricing may not be suitable for every business or marketing campaign. It typically works best when there is a clear and measurable conversion event, such as a completed purchase or lead generated, and when both parties have a good understanding of the potential value of each conversion. If you are considering conversion rate pricing, it's recommended to discuss the details and terms with the service provider or marketing agency to ensure transparency and alignment on the goals and expectations of the campaign. The conversion price is the price per share at which a convertible security, such as corporate bonds or preferred shares, can be converted into common stock. The conversion price is set when the conversion ratio is decided for a convertible security. The conversion ratio can be found in the bond indenture, in the case of convertible bonds, or in the security prospectus, in the case of convertible preferred shares. The conversion price comes into play when companies are trying to raise capital. They can raise capital through either debt or equity. Debt must be paid back to lenders, but it tends to cost less than equity due to the tax advantages associated with paying interest. Equity may cost more to raise than debt, but it doesn't need to be paid back. From the investor's perspective, bonds are safer, but they have a limited return. Equity provides an opportunity for share price appreciation, but no protection in case of company default. Convertible bonds, preferreds and debentures provide a hybrid option for companies and investors. Companies are willing to pay a little more, and investors are willing to accept a little less, for the embedded conversion option that allows holders of convertible securities to convert to common shares if the price of common shares reaches the conversion price. A conversion rate is the percentage of visitors who complete a desired action, like completing a web form, signing up for a service, or purchasing a product. A high conversion rate means your website is well designed, formatted effectively, and appealing to your target audience. A low conversion rate could be the result of a variety of factors related to either website performance or design. Slow load times, a broken form, or copy that doesn't convey the value of the offer are common reasons for a poor conversion rate. A good conversion rate depends on your industry, niche, goals, traffic channel, and audience demographics, among other factors. If your conversion rate is lower than you'd like, maybe it's below average in your industry, or lower than your top competitors, or simply underperforming against your own goals, then it's time to optimize. Conversion rate is the percentage of user actions taken after total clicks on a display ad or other digital asset. Your marketing strategy defines your actions, which commonly include clicking on a second link, downloading an asset such as a B2B, business-to-business, white paper, or signing up to receive special retail offers. The formula is, clicks, actions equals conversion rate. The higher your conversion, the more successful your online marketing campaign. If you want to grow your business with digital marketing, tracking your marketing campaign conversions can help you refine your marketing strategies, improve the effectiveness of your content marketing, or better identify the behavior of cart abandoners from a Facebook advertising campaign. And with the right web analytics and conversion tracking tools such as Google Analytics, you can turn more of your website visitors into customers. As a business owner, you may worry about your bottom line. A higher conversion rate means spending less on your marketing efforts while earning more customers. So, it's a good idea to know what a conversion rate is, how to calculate it, and ways to increase it. Luckily, there are many methods to improve your conversion rate and boost your profits. Conversion rate measures the number of users who converted as a percentage of the total number of users that visited your site. The higher your conversion rate, the more effective your content. Opening an email that you sent, filling out a registration form on your website, signing up for a giveaway, buying a product. When website visitors convert, they should end up in your CRM, customer relationship management, system, allowing you to target them more effectively as they make their way through the marketing funnel. Because each conversion brings a person one step closer to becoming a customer, you want your marketing efforts and public-facing content to generate as many as possible. Conversion rate pricing refers to a pricing model that is based on the number of conversions achieved through a specific marketing campaign or strategy. Conversions can vary depending on the goals of the campaign, such as sales, sign-ups, downloads, or any other desired action taken by the user. In conversion rate pricing, instead of charging a fixed fee or hourly rate, the pricing is tied directly to the performance of the campaign. The idea behind this model is to align the interests of the marketer and the client, as the marketer is incentivized to optimize the campaign to achieve the desired conversions. Here's a general overview of how conversion rate pricing works. Define the conversion goal. The client and the marketer should agree on the specific action or goal they want to track as a conversion. For example, it could be a purchase on an e-commerce website. Set a baseline and target conversion rate. The baseline conversion rate represents the existing conversion rate before the campaign begins. The target conversion rate is the desired rate that the campaign aims to achieve. Determine the pricing structure. The pricing structure can vary depending on the agreement between the client and the marketer. It could be a fixed rate per conversion, a percentage of the revenue generated from conversions, or a hybrid model that combines both. Track conversions and calculate payments. The marketer tracks the conversions using analytics tools and provides regular reports to the client. The payments to the marketer are calculated based on the agreed-upon pricing structure and the actual number of conversions achieved. Conversion rate pricing can be beneficial for both clients and marketers. Clients have the advantage of paying based on actual results, and marketers have the opportunity to earn more if they can optimize the campaign to achieve a higher conversion rate. However, it's essential to set realistic targets and ensure that the pricing structure is fair and aligned with the value delivered by the marketer. It's worth noting that conversion rate pricing may not be suitable for all types of marketing campaigns or industries. It works best when there is a clear and measurable conversion action that can be directly attributed to the marketing efforts. It also encourages advertisers to create more targeted and effective campaigns that are more likely to result in conversions, as they will only receive payment for successful outcomes. However, conversion rate pricing can also be challenging as it requires a way to accurately track and measure conversions. This can be difficult if the conversion action occurs offline or if there is a time lag between the advertising campaign and the conversion. Overall, conversion rate pricing can be a beneficial pricing model for both advertisers and publishers if implemented correctly. It allows for a more direct measure of success and encourages advertisers to create more targeted and effective campaigns. Your conversion rate tells you, in no-nonsense terms, the efficacy of your public-facing content. If 6% of your website visitors join your mailing list or make a purchase, your website is 6% effective. That's actually very good. In fact, a good website conversion rate falls between 2% and 5% across all industries. Industry-specific conversion rates vary quite a bit more. Some industries, like industrial equipment, have very low-performing websites. Others, like those that sell electronics or business services, tend to have higher average conversion rates. So if you're inclined to see where you fall, do some research and make sure you're not comparing apples to cars. Conversion rate pricing refers to a pricing model where the cost or value of a service is determined based on the conversion rate achieved by that service. Conversion rate refers to the percentage of visitors or potential customers who take a desired action, such as making a purchase, signing up for a service, or filling out a form. In conversion rate pricing, the service provider sets a price based on the actual performance of their service in terms of generating conversions. This can be advantageous for both the service provider and the client, as it aligns the pricing with the actual results delivered. Here's an example to illustrate how conversion rate pricing works. Let's say you are a digital marketing agency offering conversion optimization services to an e-commerce client. Instead of charging a fixed fee, you agree to a conversion rate pricing model. You agree on a baseline conversion rate and set a price based on the percentage increase in conversions achieved through your optimization efforts. For instance, if the client's website has a baseline conversion rate of 2% and you guarantee a 20% increase in conversions, you might agree on a pricing structure where you receive a percentage of the additional revenue generated from the increased conversions. If, after implementing your optimization strategies, the conversion rate improves to 2.4%, resulting in a 20% increase in revenue for the client, you would receive a predetermined percentage of that additional revenue as your fee. The specific pricing structure and terms of conversion rate pricing can vary depending on the agreement between the service provider and the client. It's essential to have clear metrics, targets, and a method for tracking conversions to ensure transparency and fairness in the pricing arrangement. Conversion rate pricing can be beneficial for clients because they only pay for the actual results achieved, rather than a fixed fee upfront. For service providers, it incentivizes them to deliver effective strategies and optimize their efforts to maximize conversions. It's worth noting that conversion rate pricing may not be suitable for all types of services or industries. It tends to be more common in digital marketing, advertising, and optimization services where the impact on conversions can be directly measured and attributed to specific efforts. Conversion rate pricing refers to a pricing strategy where the price of a product or service is tied to the level of conversion it generates. In other words, the price of the product/service is based on the percentage of customers who take a desired action, for example, make a purchase or subscribe to a service. For example, if a conversion rate pricing strategy is used for an advertising campaign, the advertiser may agree to pay a certain amount for each click on their ad, pay-per-click, or for each customer who completes a purchase after clicking on the ad, pay-per-conversion. This type of pricing strategy is commonly used in digital marketing campaigns, where the goal is to drive traffic and conversions to a website or landing page. The advantage of this type of pricing is that the advertiser only pays for the desired outcome, rather than for the advertising itself. However, it can also lead to higher costs if the conversion rate is low. Conversion rate pricing refers to a pricing model that is based on the performance or effectiveness of a specific conversion metric, typically the conversion rate. The conversion rate represents the percentage of website visitors or potential customers who take a desired action, such as making a purchase, filling out a form, or subscribing to a service. In conversion rate pricing, the cost or price of a product or service is determined by the actual results it generates in terms of conversions. Instead of charging a fixed price, businesses using this model may tie their pricing structure to the actual number or percentage of conversions achieved. Here's an example to illustrate how conversion rate pricing works. Let's say you have an e-commerce business that offers a digital marketing service. You decide to use conversion rate pricing to determine your fees. You offer to improve the conversion rate of your client's website by optimizing its design, user experience, and marketing strategies. In this scenario, you might agree on a pricing structure where you charge a percentage of the client's increased revenue directly attributable to the improved conversion rate. For example, if the client's revenue increases by $10,000 per month as a result of your services, and you agree on a 10% conversion rate pricing, your fee would be $1,000 per month. Conversion rate pricing can be beneficial for both the service provider and the client because it aligns the costs with the actual results achieved. The service provider has an incentive to deliver effective solutions that generate tangible outcomes, while the client pays based on the value they receive. It's important to note that conversion rate pricing may not be suitable for all industries or business models. It works best when there is a clear and measurable relationship between the service provided and the resulting conversions. Additionally, a comprehensive agreement outlining the metrics, tracking methods, and payment terms should be established to ensure fairness and transparency for both parties involved. Overall, conversion rate pricing can be a useful tool for businesses to control their marketing expenses and increase the effectiveness of their advertising campaigns. It allows businesses to measure the ROI of their advertising efforts, and adjust their strategies accordingly if necessary. However, it is important for businesses to carefully consider their conversion goals and budget before implementing this pricing strategy. Conversion rate pricing, also known as cost per conversion or cost per acquisition, CPA, is a pricing model commonly used in digital advertising and marketing. It refers to the amount of money an advertiser pays for each desired action or conversion generated through their campaign. In conversion rate pricing, the advertiser defines a specific action or conversion that they want the user to take, such as making a purchase, signing up for a newsletter, filling out a form, or downloading an app. The advertiser then agrees to pay a predetermined amount for each successful conversion. The conversion rate pricing model is typically used in performance-based advertising, where advertisers are primarily interested in driving specific actions rather than just generating impressions or clicks. It provides a clearer measure of the effectiveness and ROI of advertising campaigns, as advertisers only pay for actual results. The pricing for conversion rate advertising can vary based on several factors, including the industry, competition, campaign goals, and the specific conversion being targeted. Advertisers usually set a maximum price they are willing to pay for each conversion, and the actual cost per conversion may vary depending on factors like the quality of traffic, targeting accuracy, and overall campaign performance. To determine the optimal conversion rate pricing, advertisers often analyze historical data, conduct A/B testing, and monitor campaign performance closely to assess the value and profitability of each conversion. It's important to strike a balance between the desired cost per conversion and the overall effectiveness of the campaign in achieving business goals. It's worth noting that conversion rate pricing is just one of several pricing models available to advertisers, and the choice of the pricing model depends on the specific objectives, budget, and advertising strategy of the advertiser. Other common pricing models include cost per click, CPC, cost per thousand impressions, CPM, and fixed pricing models. Conversion rate pricing refers to a pricing model where the cost is based on the conversion rate achieved by a specific marketing campaign or activity. In this model, the payment is tied directly to the results generated, such as the number of sales, leads, or other desired actions. Rather than paying a fixed fee or a predetermined amount, conversion rate pricing allows businesses to pay based on the effectiveness of their marketing efforts. The idea is that if the campaign is successful in driving conversions and generating revenue, the business will be willing to pay a higher price for the service. Here's an example to illustrate how conversion rate pricing works. Let's say a company hires a digital marketing agency to run a pay-per-click (PPC) advertising campaign. In a typical PPC campaign, the company would pay a fixed amount per click on their ads, regardless of whether those clicks lead to any conversions. However, with conversion rate pricing, the agency may offer a different arrangement. Instead of paying per click, the company would pay a certain amount for each successful conversion, such as a sale or lead generated. The exact pricing structure can vary, but it could be a fixed dollar amount per conversion or a percentage of the total sales value. This pricing model aligns the interests of the marketing agency with the company's goals. The agency has a direct incentive to optimize the campaign to maximize conversions, as it directly affects their payment. If the campaign performs well and delivers a high conversion rate, the agency earns more revenue. On the other hand, if the agency's payment will be lower, conversion rate pricing can be advantageous for businesses because it allows them to mitigate the risk of ineffective marketing campaigns. By tying the payment to actual results, businesses can ensure they are getting a return on their investment. However, it also requires careful tracking and measurement of conversions to accurately determine the payment owed. It's important to note that conversion rate pricing may not be suitable for all types of marketing activities or industries. Some campaigns may have longer conversion cycles or rely on multiple touchpoints, making it challenging to attribute conversions accurately. Additionally, Businesses and agencies need to agree on how conversions are defined and tracked to ensure transparency and fairness in the pricing structure. Conversion rate pricing refers to a pricing model used in digital marketing and advertising where advertisers pay based on the number of conversions or desired actions achieved through their campaigns, rather than paying based on impressions or clicks. In conversion rate pricing, advertisers define a specific action they want users to take, such as making a purchase, filling out a form, signing up for a newsletter, or downloading an app. The pricing is then based on the number of successful conversions that result from the campaign. The cost per conversion, CPC, or cost per action, CPA, is typically determined through an auction-based system or negotiation between advertisers and publishers. Advertisers set a maximum bid or a target CPA, and the pricing is often influenced by factors such as competition, targeting parameters, ad quality, and historical conversion data. The advantage of conversion rate pricing is that it aligns the advertiser's goals with the advertising platform's goals, as both parties are focused on driving actual conversions or desired actions. Advertisers have more control over their return on investment, ROI, since they pay only for measurable results rather than impressions or clicks that may not lead to meaningful outcomes. However, it's important to note that conversion rate pricing may not be suitable for all advertising objectives or industries. It works best when there is a clear and trackable conversion action that can be directly attributed to the advertising campaign. Additionally, advertisers need to have proper tracking and analytics in place to accurately measure and attribute conversions. The specific pricing and terms for conversion rate pricing can vary depending on the advertising platform, industry, and specific campaign parameters. Advertisers should consult with the advertising platform or work with digital marketing professionals to determine the best pricing strategy for their specific goals and budget. Conversion rate pricing is a pricing model used in certain industries, particularly in digital marketing and advertising, where the cost of a service or product is based on the conversion rate achieved. The conversion rate refers to the percentage of people who take a desired action, such as making a purchase, signing up for a newsletter, or completing a form, out of the total number of people who are exposed to a marketing campaign or visit a website. Under conversion rate pricing, the price or fee is determined based on the number of conversions or the conversion rate achieved. This model is often used in performance-based marketing, where the focus is on achieving specific results rather than just exposure or impressions. Here's an example to illustrate how conversion rate pricing works. Let's say you are running a digital advertising campaign for an online store. The agreement with the advertising agency is based on conversion rate pricing. The terms might be that you will pay a certain amount for every successful sale generated by the campaign. If the conversion rate pricing is $10 per conversion, and during the campaign, 100 conversions are achieved, you would pay a total of $1,000 to the agency. The cost is directly tied to the actual results and the effectiveness of the campaign in driving conversions. Conversion rate pricing can vary depending on the industry, the complexity of the desired action, and the overall goals of the marketing campaign. It can be an effective model when both the client and the service provider have a clear understanding of the desired outcomes and can track and measure conversions accurately. It's important to note that conversion rate pricing may not be suitable for all types of services or products. Some businesses may prefer other pricing models, such as flat fees, hourly rates, or monthly retainers, depending on their specific needs and preferences. Conversion rate pricing, also known as cost per acquisition, CPA, pricing, is a method used in online advertising and marketing where advertisers pay based on the number of conversions or acquisitions generated from their campaigns. A conversion can be any desired action, such as a purchase, sign-up, download, or lead generated. Unlike traditional advertising models like cost per click, CPC, or cost per thousand impressions, CPM, conversion rate pricing focuses on the actual results or actions taken by users, rather than just the number of clicks or impressions. This model allows advertisers to directly track the effectiveness and ROI of their campaigns by tying the cost to the desired outcome. The pricing structure in conversion rate pricing is typically based on a predetermined cost per conversion. Advertisers and publishers negotiate the cost per acquisition, taking into account various factors such as the type of conversion, industry, target audience, and the overall value of the desired action. For example, If an advertiser is running a campaign to generate email sign-ups and agrees to a cost per acquisition of $5, they would pay $5 for each valid email sign-up that is attributed to their campaign. Conversion rate pricing is often used in performance-based marketing, where advertisers are primarily interested in driving measurable results and achieving specific business objectives. It provides a level of accountability and risk-sharing between advertisers and publishers, as the advertisers only pay when the desired conversions are achieved. It's important to note that the specific terms and conditions of conversion rate pricing can vary depending on the advertising platform, network, or agency involved. Advertisers should carefully review and negotiate the pricing structure and metrics to ensure alignment with their goals and objectives. Conversion rate pricing refers to a pricing model where the cost of a service or product is determined based on the desired or achieved conversion rate. Conversion rate is the percentage of visitors or users who take a desired action, such as making a purchase, signing up for a newsletter, or completing a form. In conversion rate pricing, the pricing structure is typically tied to the performance or success of a specific conversion goal. For example, a company may charge its clients based on the number of conversions generated through their marketing campaigns or the increase in conversion rate achieved after implementing certain optimization strategies. The specific details of conversion rate pricing can vary depending on the industry, business model, and individual agreements. Here are a few common approaches to conversion rate pricing. Performance-based pricing. The pricing is directly linked to the number of conversions achieved. For instance, a service provider might charge a fixed fee for each successful conversion or a percentage of the revenue generated through the conversions. Incremental pricing. In this model, the pricing is based on the increase in conversion rate. The client pays a predetermined amount for each percentage point improvement in the conversion rate compared to a baseline or previous performance. Tiered pricing. This approach involves different pricing tiers based on different levels of conversion rate achievement. Clients may be charged different rates based on the performance achieved, with higher conversion rates resulting in lower per conversion costs. Subscription-based pricing. Instead of directly tying pricing to conversion rate, the service provider charges a recurring subscription fee for access to tools, services, or expertise aimed at improving conversion rates. The fee may be determined by factors such as the size of the business, the complexity of the conversion goals, or the level of support provided. It's important to note that conversion rate pricing may not be applicable or suitable for all businesses or service providers. It requires careful consideration of the value proposition, the predictability of conversions, and the ability to track and measure conversion performance accurately. When considering conversion rate pricing, it's essential to establish clear metrics, goals, and expectations up front, and ensure that both parties have a thorough understanding of the pricing structure. Thank you for watching the video and subscribe the channel.